just take our time to settle here as we rest upon the earth. A sense of letting go of the week, letting go of any stresses or busy thoughts. And as always, this is a journey, it's a path of letting go. We just bring our awareness to this idea of letting go without needing to be perfectly calm instantaneously. We'll take our time. This idea of settling, so the body settles as it finds its restful place upon the earth. The breath settles perhaps into a very easeful rhythm, a rise and fall of the breath. If you've just joined us, welcome. We're just laying down upon the ground, and I'm just guiding us through a little way to arrive in our practice. So the body settles, the breath settles, calm and unhurried. And as much as we can, we'll let the mind settle as we let some of those busy thoughts go. This idea of settling is not so very different to the idea of the ripples on water settling into that lovely mirror-like mill pond, or sand castles on a beach gently crumbling towards the soft sand as the gentle waves lap over it. This energy and idea of just coming to ground can be very calming, very settling. It's the energy we can embrace as we move through the nighttime yin sequence from the book. I know it's not nighttime for everybody, but it's a nice one to kind of put the week to bed so we can let go of the week and enjoy crossing over into our Friday afternoon, maybe our weekend. And as always in our yin practice, we're seeking our own restfulness, our own peacefulness. So as we move through just a handful of poses today, I'll talk for a little bit and then I'll just be quiet. So this is just a chance for you to find your own little bit of peacefulness in your own way. So don't worry if I stop talking, it's just your chance to be peaceful. And then from our restful place upon the earth, let's just gently bend the knees and pop the soles of the feet on the floor. Some of you might already be in this position, that's fine. So we'll all just meet up here with soft hips, soft knees. Arms can just be restful on the earth. So you can have them close to the body or a little wider apart, whatever feels comfortable. And then from here, we're just going to let the knees fall over to the right. And the gaze is going to fall over to the left. So we're just coming into this little supine twist. As always, there's no rush, there's no hurry. So if you want to bring a cushion under the knees or in between the knees for support, Feel free to bring in any support you need. Taking our time to settle into the pose. Again, that lovely word, that's settling into our place, restful, calm. And just slow and easeful journey to the other side. So the knees will journey over to the left and the gaze will journey over to the right. You can take as long as you like to make that little journey. So within embracing this idea of yin, we're finding our stillness within each pose, but also that mindfulness and unhurriedness to between poses or to settle into the pose. So even when we're not completely still, we're still moving in a way that's very easeful, very unhurried. From here, we'll gently bring the knees and the gaze back up to the sky. So once again, the gaze and the knees pointing upwards. And what we'll do from here is we're just going to gently roll onto our side. So we're just going to come into the recovery pose, little yogi recovery pose, just for a breath or two. And then from here, we're just going to gently rise. So we're just going to come to an easy seat. So cross-legged, if that's comfortable for you, sit bones settled into the earth. We're going to take a little time here, so you can sit on cushions or blankets, settling our seat. Gently rising, gently lifting through our center. So imagine somebody you love is pulling you by a thread through the top of the head, so there's a sense of lift. We're relaxed through the shoulders, and if you feel like you need to take a little roll or a little shimmy, if you've got anything settled upon the shoulders, feel free to have a wiggle if you like. Rest the hands wherever is comfortable. We're going to take a peaceful minute here, so if you want to close the eyes, please feel free to do so. This idea of the connection of the earth beneath us and the sky, the air above us. The lovely rise and fall of the breath. Just help us on our journey of letting go. Whatever it is we'd like to let go of from the week. Might be that as we exhale, We're breathing it out as we allow the body to settle. Maybe we're releasing any little tensions from our bodies. And taking this time to connect to the earth, to our bodies and breath. We're drawing our awareness inwards so that anything outside of this space, maybe the noise, the busyness, begins to quieten a little. Maybe the busy thoughts begin to settle. And just take time here. If you've just joined us, perfect timing. We're just taking an easeful seat. And just slow and steady from our easy seat. What we're going to do is we're going to come over the knees. We're just going to come to all fours for a moment. This is just a little transition pose. We're going to come into a nice supported child's pose here. So bring in that cushion or a rolled up blanket or any kind of soft support. We're going to bring big toes together. We're going to sink back onto the heels. You can take the knees as wide as you like. And then the cushion can either be kind of under the heart or it can be under the head. So we can have the cushion to the heart space and rest the forehead towards the earth. Or we might have the cushion to rest the head, or we might rest a cheek. If you'd rather not have the support, of course, you can get rid of it and you can just settle to the earth. So again, a chance to find your restful place. And what we'll do, if you're currently resting one cheek upon your cushion, I'll let you know when we're halfway so that you can swap cheeks if you want to. Very grounded, very soothing pose. This idea of coming to ground, safety, support. If you're currently resting one cheek upon the earth or upon your cushion, now is a lovely time just to change cheek. ready, we'll just gently bring the hands under shoulders. We're just going to lift through the head and heart for a moment as we gently rise from that lovely child's pose. So we've got this cushion in front of us, and we may well leave it there, because what we'll do next is we're going to bring the bum to the earth. We're going to sweep the legs around in front of us. So we're coming into this extension through the legs, but having the cushion underneath our knees just means we've got a softness there. So again, this is completely optional. You might enjoy having the support. You might want to get rid of it and just have the legs long, like a capital L shape. But I find with this softness in the knees, it just means when we have that lovely length through the torso and then hinge from the hips into that lovely forward fold, it just makes everything a little softer, a little more easeful. Let the head hang heavy when we feel ready. So you can take as long as you want to settle into Paschimottanasana, the pose of the West. Let the head hang. Perhaps mindfully releasing any little tensions of neck or tensions around the jaw or the muscles of the face. Taking our time to let go. Find a restful place to settle within the pose. Slowly, easefully, we'll gently rise through head and heart. So we'll gently come back to upright. Beautiful. So again, we might use the cushion here. So what we'll do is we'll bring the cushion round behind us. We're going to lay back upon the cushion, and we want it to be at the back of the heart, so sort of between the shoulder blades, and you can shift around a little, so don't worry too much about laying it in exactly the right spot right now. As we lay down upon the ground, we can soften through the knees if that's comfortable. We're going to lay down upon our cushion. We can let the head fall back, and we can take the arms wide if that feels good. So the head kind of rests on the earth, so we're creating this kind of open space around the heart and chest. As always, if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can get rid of the cushion. And maybe as we lay our arms wide, we get this lovely little sense of the heart and the chest opening. And you can leave the soles of the feet on the floor if that's comfortable. If you prefer, you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out either side. Or if there's another variation that you like, you can have the legs long if you wish. So take your time to settle into this beautiful heart-opening pose. This lovely pose of the open heart. We're just going to extend through the body. So we're going to send the legs long along the ground and our arms long overhead. So we're getting this lovely stretch through the body. Perhaps we still have that cushion underneath the heart. So it's this, again, that idea of space, creating space within the body. And you can take a little wiggle, a little flex with fingers and toes here if you like. So again, you can bring a little bit of movement in if that feels comfortable upon our journey of letting go. So simple, just extending through the face. What we'll do from here is we'll gently bring the hands back alongside the body. We'll soften the knees so the soles of the feet return to the earth once more. Once again, we're going to roll onto one side in our little yogi recovery pose. And as we roll off that cushion, we might now bring it to go under the head maybe, if that's supportive for you. And then we're just going to settle in for a little while. So this little recovery pose, also known as the fetus pose, because we're in this little cozy, protective fetus position. Beautiful. As we settle here, again, take your time. If you want more cushions under the head, or if you want to wrap a blanket around yourself, feel free to take that time. Feel the solidity, that support of the earth underneath you. And one side of the body supported, and then the other side of the body is just free to expand with the breath. A really cozy, nurturing pose. And then from here, whatever side you're resting on, we're just going to swap over. So you might kind of come onto the back and just take a little shuffle over. So you're resting now on the other side. There's no rush. You can just journey in your own time. Again, bring in the cushions and the blankets. Chance to feel cozy and just supported, held in your practice. Beautiful. So from here, we're just going to journey back onto our backs. So we're just going to roll so we're back on our backs, and then we're just going to move straight into our Shavasana, so our time for relaxation and meditation. So you might already be wrapped in a blanket, so you might be happy and comfortable, or you might want to take a minute to get your favorite socks on, or to wrap yourself in a cozy jumper. There is no rush. If you need to take a pause, if you want to get yourself a drink or anything, feel free just to give yourself as long as you need to come to your beautiful, safe space for our Shavasana. And you might want to close the eyes or let the gaze be soft. A beautiful element of Yin practice is that every pose, in a way, is like a little meditation as we settle and find our peacefulness. But Shavasana is the beautiful, it's the coming home, it's the coming back to the place we started upon the earth. It's that idea of settling once again, like the gentle ripples on the water or the sand upon the beach. To find our place of stillness, our place of stillness that can hold us, that can support us as we journey into the world behind our eyes. It has been a week of much noise, much excitement. But here is a place where we can allow the noise and the busyness of the world, the layers that have built up over the week of all elements, of excitement, of planning, but also maybe stress or tension. We begin to peel those layers away as we release and let go into a place of a little sanctuary, a little calm, a little release in our own way. Simple as the idea of stillness may be, it is a challenge in a busy world. So as always, nothing has to be perfect. It doesn't matter if a new thought jumps into your mind or you want to move or readjust. This is your journey. And all that matters is that you are finding your own way to whatever moment, whatever little glow of stillness, of calm you may find today. A few precious moments in this sanctuary, this place of calm, this place of stillness. May the long time sun shine upon you and all love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. And so, my beautiful yogis, perhaps the next inhale is just a little longer, just a little deeper than the last. Maybe you wiggle fingers and toes or make any luxurious twist or stretch or wiggle that feels nice for you as we begin to bring our awareness back to the room and back to the day. And with no rush and eyes still closed if you wish, we'll just gently bend the knees and pop the soles of the feet on the floor. Once again, we're just going to roll into that little recovery pose for a breath or two. This is just a little way to transition. And then when you're ready to do so, we'll gently rise to an easy seat. We'll keep the eyes closed for just a moment more if you can. We're just going to take a moment just to find our grounding, find our seat within the calm, within the quiet. And hopefully this sense of peacefulness and calm is something we can carry from laying to seated and then off into the rest of our evening, our weekend. May we carry just a little spark of that yin with us on our onward journey. So just to finish our practice today, let's take a nice deep inhale. We're just going to sweep the arms high to the sky. We'll bring the palms together. We're going to exhale the hands to heart center in prayer. From here we can gently open the eyes, and to ourselves and each other we say namaste. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.